What did Jesus write on the ground with his finger when that woman was caught in the act of adultery? It's real simple. Jesus was writing the 10 Commandments. Now, how do we know that? Because in John 8, it tells us that Jesus wrote on the ground with his finger. Jesus did not use a stick to write, but he used his finger. Now, why is that significant? Because Exodus 31:18 says that God wrote the 10 Commandments with his finger. See, by writing on the ground with his finger, Jesus is declaring himself to be God, that he was the one who wrote the 10 Commandments. So Jesus is proclaiming his divinity. But there's a second reason why I believe he wrote the 10 Commandments, is the context. What's the context? The woman is caught in the act of adultery. And why is adultery wrong? For one thing, it's breaking one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. So the context is about the 10 Commandments. But there's a third fact that I think solidifies the fact that Jesus wrote the 10 Commandments. And that is, he wrote on the ground 2 times. How many tablets were there? 2 tablets. Remember the context. They asked Jesus, Moses told us to stone such a woman who committed adultery. What do you say? The Bible says Jesus bent down and wrote on the ground with his finger 1 time. Then he stood up and said, he that's without sin cast the first stone. Then he the second time. Why? There are 2 tablets of stone. This is a beautiful story because it also illustrates something important. Jesus is telling everyone, yes, this woman has broken one of those commandments, but have you broken other commandments as well? You see, that's the context. Are you without sin? Maybe you've idolized a human being. That's breaking the commandment of having idols. Maybe you worked secretly and didn't trust God to provide for you, so you work secretly on the Sabbath. Well, you've broken the Sabbath. Maybe you haven't committed adultery, but you coveted your neighbor's wife. Maybe you've taken and stolen something from someone. Maybe you've stolen from your boss. You promised to work X amount of hours, but you didn't work the whole time. That's stealing too. See, what Jesus is showing is there's more than one way to sin against God. And he's showing to the people and to you and I that all of us are sinners in some sense.